Hello, boys and girls. Today we're going to read chapter 3 of Bug Brother. The chapter is titled The Missing Cape. I'd like you to pause it now and make predictions based on the heading. Let's see if your predictions were correct. Here we go. The magic happened on Saturday, July 7th. The day started really badly. I woke up and discovered my cape had gone. I'd put it over the chair as usual, but now it had vanished. Maybe my cape had just flown away. Anything seemed possible. I threw on a shirt and pants and tore downstairs. I could hear Mom and Dad's voices, and Aunt Nora's too. Why was she here so early? Then I remembered. It was Mom and Dad's anniversary today. They were going out for a special lunch, and Aunt Nora would be looking after us. I burst out, "My cape, it's gone!" 3 startled faces turned toward me. "Of course it hasn't gone," said Dad. Aunt Nora jumped up and gave me one of her sloppy kisses. She was actually my mom's aunt, so she was incredibly ancient. "How are you, dear?" she asked. "He hasn't brushed his hair yet," began Mom. What did my hair matter at a time like this? "My cape's gone," I repeated. "You left it somewhere downstairs," said Mom. "No, I haven't," I cried. But I dashed off and checked while Mom and Dad gave embarrassed laughs and said, "He just loves that cape." I sprang around the family room, searching under piles of magazines and books. Then I happened to glance out the window. The next moment, I let out a cry of anger, pushed open the back door, and charged outside. It was raining, but I didn't care. All I saw was my brother prancing around in my cape, chanting, "I'm a magician, and I can do magic." There he is, prancing around in the rain with the cape. I ran over to him, my slippers sloshing on the grass, and shouted, "How dare you go into my room and take my cape?" "I would have asked you, but you were asleep," Harry shouted back. "Well, give it back." I made to pull it off him, but Harry darted away. "I haven't finished with it yet," he cried. "Yes, you have," I yelled so loudly that he stopped. "There's no need," he began, but before he could say any more, I pulled the cape away from him. I held it triumphantly, but it was wet and streaked with mud. "Look what you've done to it," I cried. Suddenly, a deep voice bellowed, "Stop making all that noise." It made both of us jump. The voice seemed to come from nowhere. Then I realized it was our next-door neighbor, Mr. Granger. He glared over the fence at us, breathing heavily, raindrops dribbling down his nose. "I can hear you inside my house," he cried. "What's the matter with the pair of you? There's no discipline today. That's the problem." He moaned on while I examined all the dirt on my precious cape. After he'd gone, I put my thumb on the number 7 and whispered, "Number 7, turn Mr. Granger into a dragon." Then Harry jumped on me and we both fell in the mud. "I only wanted to borrow it," he hissed in my ear. "You're not getting it ever," I cried. Harry was bigger and stronger than me, but I was determined to hold on to my cape. We started fighting. I don't know who would have won because we suddenly heard a voice say, "Stop this at once." It was Mom, her face dark with rage. "Just look at the pair of you," she exclaimed. We staggered to our feet. I tried to explain what had happened, but Harry kept interrupting. "You're both to blame," said Mom. "But you should know better, Jamie." After he'd washed and changed, we were sent to our bedrooms. Mom and Dad left for their anniversary lunch in a very bad mood. They told Aunt Nora we could come downstairs for lunch, since Rima was coming over, but not a second before. I sat in my room furious that I was in trouble again because of my brother. Still, at least I had my cape back. even if it was all splattered with mud. There he is, washing his cape off. I crept into the bathroom and washed the mud off. I just finished when I heard a voice behind me. What are you doing? I didn't even bother to turn around. Mind your own business, Harry. I put the cape around my shoulders. And leave my things alone. Harry came closer, towering over me. Sorry, Jamie, he said. He put one hand on my shoulder. I didn't mean... I shook his hand away. He was really bugging me today. I was sick of him buzzing all around me all the time. He was like one of those really noisy flies. You know, bluebottles. They won't leave you alone, especially if you've got food. And they keep flying into you. I found the number 7 on the collar, slammed my thumb down on it and hissed, Number 7, please turn Harry, the most annoying person I know, into the most annoying bug I know, a bluebottle. Harry heard me, looked hurt, and without another word left. Well, serves him right. Suddenly, Harry called out my name from the landing. He sounded as though he was standing on a chair or something because his voice came from really high up. Another of his pathetic tricks. I ignored him. Then suddenly I heard this loud buzzing noise. The sound a bee makes. I whirled around. A bluebottle came flying towards me. I'd like you now to predict again. Who do you think, or what do you think, or where do you think the bluebottle came from? Make your predictions. We'll find out another time. Have a great day, boys and girls.